splash, you know it's Crash, catching in a bluegrass way. You might be from the lakes of Minnesota down to Louisiana, Texas way. If you come a passing through the state of OKY, it's like Daniel Boone of old, Crash knows where the muskie hides. When you hear that splash, you know it's Crash, catching in a bluegrass way. And if you love the great outdoors and you like to come along, Kentucky's got a secret, his name is Crash. It all the men must be known.
Hi folks, welcome to this week's show, Catching the Bluegrass. My name's Crash, and we ever got a heck of a show lined up this week. We're actually up in the Motor City, up in Detroit, Michigan. Hey, stay on the hook, we'll be right back.
This segment brought to you in part by
Moorhead, Kentucky Tourism,
Ranger Boats, steel building legends one at a time.
The new Bluegrass fishing rod.
Esox Assault Tackle.
Welcome back, folks. Like I said, we're in the Motor City, Detroit, Michigan. We're muskie fishing on Lake St. Clair. I'm here today with not only my good friend, but Captain Don Miller, Motor City Muskies. Don's been out here for many, many years. He's been chartered on St. Clair for forever, Don, I guess.
That's over 30 years.
Over 30 years. So Don, fill us in real quick on what we're going to be doing here real quick.
Well, we're going to be setting lines around the boat, pretty close behind the boat. We're going to put a couple boat rods on and fish them probably anywhere from 10 to 15 feet behind the boat. And the planer board lines, I'm going to put 2 out on each side of the planer boards right here to ski along each side of the boat out here. They're probably out about 65 feet up from the boat right here. Out there's the boards. Right. And we're going to fan lines out through there with 2 on each side.
We'll be running about 6 lines today.
We're going to run 6 lines, 2 on each side and 2 on the boat. And we're going to stage our baits throughout the water column. It's pretty calm right now, but I think muskies like to come up and sun themselves a lot on these kind of days. So we're going to stay up high with the bait, probably fish in the top 2 or 3 feet of water.
Right.
Keep it right in there.
So folks, I tell you, this big water trolling is something to experience. So we're going to go get them. Let's get them.
All right, let's get them up. I'm going to use the inline method of fishing right here with your inline sinker. What I'm going to do is, because I see some fly hatch out on the lake today a little bit, and just a couple loose pieces of grass, I'm going to set these sinkers up so that they're hanging instead of direct inline, which won't affect the action of the bait, but it'll help stop a couple of weeds that hit your line. You want to slide down to your bait, and we're going to hang the sinker like this right here, just like that. Make sure when you hook up your sinkers like that you don't go to where your line is at tied. You want to go where the other stainless steel is at right there, because stainless is a lot harder metal and it won't affect your knot right here, so there's no friction on that. So when you do get a hookup, that it doesn't fray your line up right there. So
the idea of hanging that sinker like that is actually it's going to let it gather the weeds there instead of down to the lure.
Yeah, there might be some slip down through, but it isn't going to be very much. It'll save you a lot of hard labor from cycling your lines a lot.
Right.
I think we're going to put this red-eyed devil out there. I'm going to put this back in here. Probably about 35 feet behind the boat.
Put this one on the board.
Put this one on the board right here. I'm going to hook this line up probably about halfway through the downrigger type release. Yeah. Put it on right here. There was a little bit of debris up in there close to the channel. One looks good.
Got the Don here working on his rod holder, folks. But Don, tell us a little bit real quick about the type line that you're running the planer boards out on. I know they use trolling masses and all. That's the same type. The only difference is you don't actually have a mass. You have a reel mounted to your boat, right?
Right. I have reels mounted to the overhead rocket launchers overhead.
Right.
I load them up with weed whacker line.
Let's get ready to say it looks a lot like weed whacker line. Yeah.
It is weed whacker line.
That's
it's a
what I
lot
thought.
more water resistant
Right.
and tougher than the stuff you get with the wheels that come with it. And the cost of releases isn't cheap, so
Right.
I use the heavy tension sets, not the medium or walleye type releases that are actually very heavy.
Right.
These are by Offshore Tackle Company, and they're the double spring downrigger type
Right.
releases. So I put the line about halfway back in the release, so
Correct.
in order for a fish to pop that off of there, it's really got to be punched.
Jerk it
So
pretty
you get
good.
yourself a really, really good fish when those releases take off.
These planer boards you use, I know I would assume you probably made yours, but
I
I'm sure
made mine.
I'm sure they sell them. They're like what 2 foot, look like.
Yeah, they're
2 foot boards,
28
so-
inches, 28
Right.
inches long. I cut them back, the noses are cut at a 45 degree, and I hand rasp the thing back to 60 degrees.
Yeah, what I call the big water trolling, folks, is it's a little bit different ball game than your normal musky trolling on these inland, a lot of these
Right.
so-called inland lakes, whatever you want to call them. I mean, and it's a little bit different ball game you get in this Great Lake style fishing. It's
There's 260,000 acres on Lake St. Clair, and there's roughly 640 square miles of water.
Right.
So it's
not
it's
uncommon.
small.
Not uncommon to see 4 and 5 footers here.
No, no, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. It could come up on you in a matter of 15 minutes.
Exactly.
I mean, the
That's
weather
why-
can change attitudes.
That's why it's always good to be with the charter captain.
You know the way to get out of here and have some security with you.
Are you still looking for that game-changing lure? Well, look no further, folks. I found it. Hi, I'm Justin Mullins of Catching the Bluegrass TV. I'm here to tell you about a great new lure company, Esox Assault Tackle. Made by the musky fishermen for the musky fishermen. Top quality components, unreal lifelike action. A must-have for any musky fisherman. Check them out, esoxassault.com. Start attacking the water today.
Get them at your local tackle shop today. Morehead, Kentucky, in the middle of the Daniel Boone National Forest, is the perfect place for family fun and enjoyment. And there's something for everyone, like camping, hiking, or great golfing at the Eagle Trace Golf Course. Check out nearby Cave Run Lake, offering boat rentals and water sports of all kinds. Then get ready for the fishing experience of your life, because Cave Run Lake is the musky capital of the South. This segment is brought to you by
Mercury Outboards.
007 Lure Company.
Gotta eat. It's time for a sandwich. Now you watch what I tell you right now. You log this in, because when I eat this sandwich, we'll catch fish. You know how that goes. Fish. Boy, there's a sandwich, man. Can't even eat.
Come on, Crash.
I'm coming, baby. All right. Good deal, Big Don, baby. Huh? All right.
Here, Crash.
Can you tell anything about him, brother?
Put deep.
Huh?
Put his reel on.
Feels pretty good, boys. Taking a little bit of drag. Taking a little bit of drag. Feels pretty good. Oh, yeah, he's hammering down there, boy. Hammering down there. Hey, you remember what I told you about the sandwich deal I was trying to make? Never fails. If I got to eat that, this would be a 55-incher, you know?
John?
All right, just swing around real quick there, Don, right here at me one time. We'll be done with this. Pretty little fish. That's good enough.
Good?
All right, folks. Hey, you can see the system works. We're just now getting started. I'm going back to my sandwich. We'll really catch a big one this time.
All right. Let's set him on a torpedo.
Yeah, good deal. Folks, I'm gonna let Captain Don here tell you just a little bit about this big water release and what they do here at St. Clair. We call it the St. Clair release a lot, Don. You explain to the folks how it doesn't hurt those fish to do that.
Well, the thing to do is once you get your fishes, to torpedo them down into the water so that they get down below the surface right there where there's more oxygen and stuff. They can right themselves better underneath the water and then take off on their own.
So you give that little torpedo
Just
chunk.
give it a little thump right down in the water and shoot it right down their head first.
Good
and
deal.
They figure it out pretty good and
Right.
haven't seen any fish turn back.
Yeah, you guys catch enough of them, you know what works and what doesn't work. So, you know, that system definitely works. So it's really not that hard on your fish, folks. So don't think, you know, when you see these people do that they're doing something wrong, because that's how you do a lot of it.
That's how you do a lot of
Yeah.
The shorter fish like that, when they come into the boat, they're still full of a lot of vinegar when they get here anyway, so they're not all that tired out.
Correct.
Where your bigger ones need the live well on the back of the boat.
Right.
Because they're gassed when they come in and
Exactly.
they need a recovery room. The littler fish, get them out of the net quick like I did right there, get a picture of them,
Exactly.
torpedo them right down the lake and say, we'll see you later.
Good deal. Let's go get a big one.
All right.
Come to Daddy Crash. Come on, baby.
Going right well, Johnny.
Can't tell much about him, but it feels pretty good. Boys, I'll tell you what, it's hard to beat this Motor City Muskie guy. Sometimes, anyway. I accuse him of halfway knowing what he's doing. Huh? Okay, here we go.
Back to the left.
It's all yours. Well, he was. Got that bad boy. Folks, again, as you can see, that makes us 3 or 4 fish today. We're just getting warmed up, though. It's just now getting time. Cloud cover coming in. So, Captain Don here is putting us on it. Nice muskie, huh? Yeah. Good deal, folks. Like I said, again, hey, this is a blast on this big boat in this big water. You can't beat it.
We'll have fun today.
Oh, yeah, we'll have a blast. Turn that baby back. Let's get a big one, huh?
Morehead, Kentucky, in the middle of the Daniel Boone National Forest, is the perfect place for family fun and enjoyment. And there's something for everyone, like camping, hiking, or great golfing at the Eagle Trace Golf Course. Check out nearby Cave Run Lake, offering boat rentals and water sports of all kinds. Then get ready for the fishing experience of your life, because Cave Run Lake is the muskie capital of the South.
Hi, folks. My name's Crash Mullins.
I'm Justin Mullins.
We're the owners of Crash Mullins Professional Guide Service. We'd like to invite you today to come and fish Kentucky muskies with us at the muskie capital of the South, Cave Run Lake, Kentucky.
Call us or go online to crasheslanding.com and book your trip today with the pros.
This segment is brought to you by
Esox Assault Tackle.
Super Slayer Tackle. This week's conditions and equipment log is brought to you by
Ranger Boats. Still building legends one at a time.
Here's a list of the equipment being used this week.
Give me a little neutral, John. Line up my head here, Crash.
Be a little better than I thought he was, maybe. All right, boys. Where we at, Captain Don? I can't see.
Give me,
All right, I got you. I got you now. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He's all yours, baby. All right. Nice little fish.